Welcome back to another episode of Island Bike Life. Today we're going to be taking a long-term look and review at the WR1 Composites Agent Wheelset. I got this wheelset on loan from the guys at WR1 and Ryan at Beaufort Cycles in Cumberland, BC. This is the 29-inch version Agent wheelset, which I've been running on my Yeti SB150 for about 4.5–5 months now. I've had these wheels all over Vancouver Island on a variety of terrains, and I got a really good sense of what these wheels are all about. My initial first impressions on these wheels were that they were obviously very high quality. I really like that these wheels are built up from carbon fiber that's sourced in North America and hand laid right here in Kamloops, British Columbia. Right away, I took notice of the exceptional craftsmanship. Having seen and held and ridden a variety of both aluminum and carbon wheels over the last number of years, these really stood out for me. The Agent wheel set is designed as an enduro type of wheel, has about a 30mm inner diameter with a lip sizing of about 37 mils and an overall rim height of about 25mm. It's not too big. The rim bead is nice and deep. Because of the nice layup and build numbers on these rims, it is really quite easy to get tires on and off. I primarily run Maxxis tires. However, I tested these both with a set of WTB and Schwalbe tires, and I found all sets to come on and go off these wheels much in the same fashion. I had these wheels trued when I first got them just to get a sense of any variance in spoke tension or if any long-term maintenance might be required. And throughout the life of the period, having just had them trued again by my local shop, nothing was out of spec. These rims stayed true over the review period, though I've found with carbon wheels this does tend to be the case versus some aluminum ones where they have the ability to come out of true a little bit easier. I'm not a terribly heavy rider, only about 190 pounds give or take with all of my gear, nor do I push my bike terribly hard. I take reasonable sized jumps and drops, though I'm not taking anything over 6 or 7 feet for sure, and my skills when it comes to doing doubles or gap jumps is very limited to say the least. Though what I did notice on these wheels versus other carbon wheels that I've had in the past is they're not quite as stiff feeling. Versus an old set of NV M70s that I've ridden and Nobles, for example, I found that these rims did not give me an overly harsh feeling. In the past, I've found that occasionally carbon rims can feel a little bit too stiff. Now I recognize that this is a characteristic that some people are going after when they're running carbon rims, not just the overall weight savings versus aluminum. Occasionally on very rough trails though, a combination of stiffer carbon rims and maybe a carbon bar or your suspension setup can really fatigue your hands. I've found on these rims and actually other WR1 rims I've ridden outside of this review period that I never experienced that. They seem to have a little bit more lateral give to their carbon maybe, that I did not experience that same sort of hand and forearm fatigue. The wheels themselves are really quite beautiful. They offer custom decals and a variety of off-the-shelf colors as well. They're a little bit understated versus other carbon rims you'll see, or other aluminum rims for that matter. They're not really in your face with the decals. If you're not really paying attention, you might not even realize the type of rims that you have or that other people have on their bike. They're not going to stand out to you if that's something that's important. They really are more about having good quality and excellent ride characteristics than trying to be a flashy wheel set. The layup process, which you can find in full transparency on the WR1 website, is really excellent. The quality is phenomenal. You can see the nice weave inside of the tire bead, and everything just looks like it's really well done. The hubs that I had on this set of review wheels is a set that WR1 no longer offers as a result of some reliability issues. However, since then, they now offer an excellent variety of hubs that will accommodate any sort of budget that you want, from relatively moderate pricing into some pretty high-end hubs that are going to save you even more weight. Each of these packages can be custom built on their website that you can order direct or through a local supplier. When it comes to the pricing of these wheels, in comparison to other carbon rims or even some high-end aluminum wheel sets, the WeAre1s are kind of right around the middle of the pack. When you pay for carbon rims, you are definitely going to be paying a premium, there's no doubt there. You're not going to be able to get a set of these as you can, say, for a set of cheaper DT aluminum wheels, or even some Stan's Flow Mark IIIs built on equal hub sets like a DT 350, for example. When it comes to reviewing wheels, it is a little bit hard to explain some of the intangible feelings that you get when you're riding them. What I can say is that the ride quality really was exceptional. It wasn't overly harsh while still maintaining the stiffness that I've come to expect from having ridden carbon wheels for over 2 years on various bikes in various conditions. I found that they had just enough give that they reminded me of a really nice set of expensive aluminum wheels, similar to DT XM 1501s that I rode for a while. They were an excellent set of aluminum rims, and these found a nice balance between those and my current set of Noble TR36s, which are a little bit more stiffer and do offer maybe a little bit of a harsher ride. So that was a nice benefit of the WeAre1s. Probably one of the biggest factors for me, and probably the most important final thought that I have on these sets of wheels, is all excellent ride quality aside, like I said earlier, these wheels are manufactured from North American carbon fiber and hand laid here in Canada. While I have nothing against outsourcing the production of other components overseas, it's common across the entire bike industry, I understand that. But if I have the choice between supporting a local company with North American products coming to me from Canada at a price point that is absolutely competitive with other brands, well, that's something that I definitely support. If you're looking to take a set of these out for a test ride, Ryan at Beaufort has a set of both 29 and 27.5 wheels in stock at all times. This is a big purchase. It's not as cheap as replacing your shifter or even a set of cranks. You're going to want to know this is a ride quality that you're going to like before you commit the thousands of dollars to do so. So go down and see Ryan and he'll set you up, and you can take these out for a few days or even a week, I'm sure. If you like what I'm doing here, think about hitting the subscribe and the like button. Leave me a comment down below and come and find me on Instagram. And as always, thanks again for watching. Now let's go hit the trails.